The movie itself is, the name is a metaphor. The story is quite international, like Out of Africa or Lawrence of Arabia, or all those. Australia's the far away, the frontier, the place of adventure, you know, place where you can find yourself. That's sort of what it represents. It is universal, and what Baz has done is actually pay homage to many, many of the classic movies, that some which I grew up with, some before my time, and that's the brilliance of it. And he does everything with an Australian voice. Even the Romeo and Juliet, everything has that kind of Australian flavour to it. But it's different, I think, to what people expect. I think the movie at the beginning is quite broad comedy. It's quite like African Queen. There's almost slapstick at the beginning. And then, of course, there's elements that are like Out of Africa or From Here to Eternity. There's elements. The biggest I get is Gone with the Wind. Because here you have, like Gone with the Wind, a movie that has all these different elements. It's a great feast of entertainment in that way. But at the heart of it, Gone with the Wind is about slavery and the Civil War. The heart of this movie, Australia, is about the Indigenous people, about racism, about, ultimately, I think, a message of hope. It's somehow captured what is going on in the world today. We have a mixed-race president about to take over office in America. I mean, the seemingly impossible is kind of happening, and in a way, it's summed up in this movie, the line that Nicole's character has, that my character repeats, just because it is doesn't mean it should be. And that's very Baz. Baz, it's full of hope and optimism for the future.
You'd be a lot more comfortable if you changed into something a little less constricting.
You keep your eyes on the road.
Mr. Driver, there's only one tent.
We're not really used to
A woman?
Guests. We're not used to guests, that's what I was about to say. Yes, it was so great. I remember Nicole was very jealous because she says, I'm the only one. We're all Australians here. I'm in a movie called Australia and I still have a dialect coach, because she, you know, of course, was English.